So we're back, of course, we're talking FF7, we're talking Rebirth. We're doing another kind of news info roundup sort of video. This is more about like the IRL related stuff. It's not necessarily about the game itself, like story details or whatever the fuck. So we're going to hop right into it. So when it comes to Rebirth, there are demos. And I say demos plural in multiple ways because there's actually multiple demos for the game, but also there's going to be a shit ton of demo stations at Tokyo Game Show. Specifically, there's going to be 100 demo stations at Tokyo Game Show. So if you're somehow in Japan, you can be at this, like you can actually play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth within like the week, right? Within like a handful of days, you could actually have this game in your hands technically. God damn, I wish I lived in Japan. As for the two different demos, we have the Fate of Beginnings, Sephiroth and Cloud enjoy the story and battle with Cloud and Sephiroth, so that's the calm flashback stuff, obviously. World of Rebirth, Junon, enjoy exploring the Junon area with friends. Now, when I initially read that the other day when these were first popping up, I was thinking you got to explore Junon, but it says Junon area, so that might be like outside the walls of Junon or whatever the fuck, like the kind of area we've seen some gameplay in. Pretty much this area right here is what I'm talking about. So we might be able to run around here like fighting and kind of exploring, or maybe it is within Junon, the town itself. I don't know. This I thought was pretty cool because the conversation of a demo for Rebirth goes back like a few years. Like we definitely did a video some years ago like talking about would it need a demo? Does it need a demo? Does a demo even make sense? Because combat's going to be different, but it's not going to be so different that you necessarily need a demo for it because like that is the synergy attacks, but you're still doing the same shit you did in Remake for the most part, right? And you can always go and play the Remake demo. But now we have confirmation that there are demos. There's multiple demos, in fact. And what this means, too, is that we're going to have public demos at some point. One or both of these will inevitably come to our PlayStations. And we can, like, download and play that shit. You know, similar to the 16 demo, similar to the Remake demo. And that's fucking exciting. That means before February 29th, we can actually play the fucking game. Goddamn. It's not really a surprise. Square Enix puts out demos for most of their games, especially the Final Fantasy series. But it's just nice to have confirmation of that. That also means that there will be, years down the line, like, playable demos at events and also a public demo at some point for the third game as well, which is exciting. I don't know if we're going to get both because Remake only had one demo, and I think 16 also only had one demo, right? So the fact we have two different demos for Rebirth, I don't know if they would release them both. Maybe they drop one, sometime within a few months or something, and then a little bit more down the line they drop the other one. That'd be kind of cool, kind of space them out and get people talking about that one specific demo for a little bit. That'd be great. It'd be cool to have two demos for Rebirth. Maybe we'll get 3 demos for the third game. Also, when it comes to TGS, there's going to be a stage event, which is something we kind of called when we talked about like there being like a 2-hour showcase for Square Enix. Like that's a big fucking slot to fill, and I don't know what else they have to show off besides Rebirth. Obviously, it's not going to be 2 hours of Rebirth, though that'd be kind of nice. But like, I knew there had to be like a big block of like potentially a showcase, and it makes sense. Remake had a showcase, Rebirth's got a showcase. Again, also the third game down the road at some point probably got a showcase as well. When it comes to pre-order bonuses for Rebirth, you get different shit depending on whether you buy the game physically or digitally, which kind of is weird and kind of sucks too. But if you buy it physically, you get a Midgar Bangle Mark II armor accessory, and if you buy digitally, you get the Moogle Trio summon. As far as I'm aware right now, we don't know what these two items do, and there's actually a bit of confusion on the Midgar Bangle Mark II accessory / armor because it's described as both, which is weird because FF7, obviously, there's a difference between armors and accessories. Your characters can only have a weapon, armor, or accessory. And obviously, the image I just put on screen said that it was a Midgar Bangle accessory. But if you go to, like, certain Square Enix, like, blogs or articles, they describe it as an armor. Here's the two different, like, descriptions, I guess. Because, like, again, the image says Midgar Bangle accessory. But if you go to, like, the Square Enix store where you'd buy Rebirth, it describes it as an armor. So, as of right now, I don't know what it is. Obviously kind of matters, right? Because if it's an armor, that means that there's going to be materia slots. And that's kind of important to know whether it is or isn't. And if it's an accessory, what's its effect? Because that's what accessories do. So I don't know. Or I'll give you stats to it, I guess, too. But regardless, like, it'd be nice to know what this is exactly. But also, out of the two, if I just give my thoughts, I just feel like the summon's better. Like, because obviously the armor's going to be power crept. So will the summon eventually, but the summon will always be the summon. And, like, the armor, once you get, like, a better armor, you're never going to use the armor again. You might still use the Moogle Trio for fun, at the very least. So we should probably look at all the different versions of the game. The standard edition is pretty self-explanatory. You just get the game. That is it. And you get a pre-order bonus if you happen to pre-order. If it's digital, you get the Moogle Trio. If it's physical, you get the Midgar Bangle. When it comes to the physical deluxe edition, it's the standard shit. It's $20 more. You get a steelbook case, you get an art book, you get a soundtrack, and then, of course, the pre-order bonus is the Midgar Bangle. Now, the digital deluxe edition is kind of spicy. Obviously, if you pre-order, you get the Moogle Trio, but you also get the Reclaimant Choker accessory, the Orchid Bracelet, the Magic Pot summoning materia, and then you get the digital art book and the digital soundtrack. We also do have descriptions of these items a little bit under like the Square Enix store. I think specifically under the collector's edition, they describe the items. But they really only tell us what one of the items do, because they just tell you that you're getting the summoning material for Moogle Trio, Magic Pot. It doesn't tell us what they do. But the Reclaimant Choker, it actually says a choker with an effect of restoring HP when an enemy is defeated. And with the other ones, like the Orchid Bracelet, it just says a bracelet that gives courage to traverse an expanding world, which doesn't tell me what the fucking item does. It's just like a description of the item. And then Midgar Bangle Mark II, it says a bracelet worn by travelers leaving Midgar. Thank God I know what it does. So we'll pause and talk there for a minute. When it comes to games that I buy, I almost always buy the deluxe editions because I like the bonus items. And generally, I'm more interested in like in-game bonuses because I'm not that much of a collector when it comes to like shit. That's why I have like a little tiny ass shelf back behind me. I just don't really collect items, so to speak. But there's part of me that sort of wants the steelbook case and like the physical art book and the CD that I'll never use. Like, that's kind of intriguing, but you do get like quite a bit of stuff with like the digital deluxe edition, right? You get like multiple like in-game accessories / armors, whatever they are. One's described as an accessory, and you also get a unique summon with that, with the Magic Pot, and then also, of course, the Moogle Trio. Actually, speaking of the Magic Pot summon, we, in a roundabout way, sort of called that, because we did a video talking about like pre-order bonuses and like deluxe edition ideas. And I was talking about them putting like another like small kind of quirky summon in there. I mentioned like Tonberry, for example, and there's a precedent set already because of Crisis Core. There's a Tonberry summon in that game. But there's also a fucking Magic Pot summon in Crisis Core, so I was close. I was almost there, but I just didn't think that they would do that. I was expecting Tonberry, but they of course have the expensive-ass Collector's Edition. I think it was like $350, which you're mostly paying for that statue right there. I did see that some of my mutuals on Twitter actually got this. Like, they're actually able to buy this, which is pretty fucking cool. It's awesome that at least people I know got to grab this. This comes with everything, obviously. This picture doesn't show the Midgar Bangle, but at least according to the Square Enix store, you do also get that. What else they have that's pretty cool that might influence your purchase a bit is they have these twin packs for Rebirth, whether you're buying the standard edition digitally or the deluxe edition digitally. That gives you Remake Integrate for free. If you're just gonna get the standard edition for some reason, like it's still just $70, and you just get Remake, and if you're gonna deluxe edition, it's still $89.99. It's pretty cool that they're not even charging for it at all. Especially considering that Remake Integrate is still kind of pricey to buy. It's still a $40 game. And they're just throwing it in for free. So speaking of buying the game and pre-ordering the game and stuff like that, we also like to always look at what the additional items are depending on where you buy the game from, because they did that with Remake, and it appears they're doing that with Rebirth as well. Where if you buy it from this location, you'll get this particular item, or if you buy it over here, you get this particular item. As of right now, I'm only aware of Amazon, and theirs is pretty cool. So if you pre-order the game from Amazon, you get a goddamn controller skin, dude. I don't know the specifics of this, because I never buy shit like this. I don't know if this is like a sticker or if it's something you like clip on your controller, but either way, you get a fucking FF7 themed controller skin. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna be surprised if other locations have something better than this, because this might be where I buy the game from. See, I went and double checked because I hadn't like looked in a day or two, and as of right now, still as I'm recording and making this video, there's just not bonus items anywhere. Not even the Square Enix store, as far as I can tell, offers like a unique item, whether it's physical or in-game or whatever, for buying from them. So it's kind of strange that as of right now, it's only Amazon, but they should have it for other stores. I mean, that's what Remake did. Remake had it for like a lot of different shit. Walmart, Target, maybe Best Buy, Amazon, and the Square Enix store. I don't remember what the Square Enix store was. I could probably look it up, but there's definitely like a lot of different items depending on where you bought the game from. Hopefully they do it with Rebirth. I hope it's not just Amazon. That'd be kind of weird. I think that'll just about do it for the video. It's kind of everything I wasn't able to touch on with yesterday's video, just because the video was so damn long. And I think we're going to have to push the trailer breakdown again back another day, because I want to talk about something else tomorrow. There's just so much info out there right now. They dropped the trailer and didn't give us time to breathe, and they just dropped all this fucking info and shit. And I want to talk about something else tomorrow, and then maybe the next day we'll do the trailer breakdown for the new trailer. And it's about Zack. We got a lot of info regarding characters and shit like that, but specifically with Zack, and we definitely got to discuss it. For now, that's going to be the video, my dudes. Subscribe to the channel if you guys. Our new social networks in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, ffvii. That's it. Bye.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain.